Good morning, folks, and welcome back to One of the Dust Settles. My name is Speaker Conway, and today I want to talk about something that I read on I think CBS's website, and it has to do with Abrego Garcia. For those of you who don't know this gentleman, he's Panamanian national, right? Who came to the United States, and in 2022 he was detained by immigration authority in the United States. I think they said for immigration issues and I think human trafficking or smuggling or something. And this guy, he's from Panama. And the Trump administration wanted to send him back to Panama, but the Panamanian government refused taking him back. So they tried sending him to Colombia because they sent him to Venezuela or somewhere, the saying earlier, and there was a big legal issue in this country, and this even a senator from Maryland where Garcia currently was living had to fly to that country. I'll get a country name for you to get Garcia back in the country so he can go through the legal process. Now, Abrego Garcia now is about to be transferred or exiled to Liberia, according to the information we received. So when I read that information on CBS's website, I managed to send the Liberian embassy in the U.S. a letter expressing my disapproval, my concern. And somebody said, why you should do that? Because as a community, as a community member, as a former community leader and still an active member of our community, that is a Liberian community, and a U.S. citizen. So I've expressed my reservation on the issue. And my point here is that although we don't know the details yet as to what the agreement entails. If Garcia gets to Liberia, if Abrego Garcia gets to Liberia, whether he's going to be a free man, whether he's going to be imprisoned, or what's going to happen, we don't know that details yet. We don't know what Liberia is going to get from this agreement yet. So all we know is Liberia government has agreed to accept this gentleman into Liberia. So my point here is Liberia legal system or the prison system in Liberia is overstretched. Take for example, right, the Monrovia Central Prison, which is in the capital city, Monrovia. It was built to take 374 inmates. But according to recent reports, the Monrovia Central Prison that was supposed to take 374 inmates is now taking in 1,600 inmates. Think about that for a second. If Abrego Garcia goes to Liberia and he go to jail or prison, first of all, he didn't break any laws in Liberia. He did not break any laws in Liberia. He has no ties to Liberia. Neither has he traveled or stepped his foot in that country. You putting a guy to a country that he has no ties to. And that's not a country that you say, okay, when the guy go there, he can survive, he can make it. It's not like some people come to the United States, they don't have any family ties, but it's a great country, provides people with opportunities and other stuff. I'm not saying Garcia can go over there and do and make it, but we don't know what the legal parameters, what the legal requirements are that if he gets to Liberia, what's going to happen? We are yet to know what's going to happen when the guy gets to Liberia. Now let's look at the prison system in Liberia first of all. I talk about the Monrovia Central Prison. I think if he goes over there and he should go to jail or prison, he's going to go to the Monrovia Central Prison. A prison that was built for 374 inmates is now taking 1,600 inmates. And the infrastructure in Liberia, talk about infrastructure not in prison, they are dilapidated or they are dilapidating. So, inadequate water, inadequate electrification, inadequate food, according to information we heard. International watchdog said that most inmates in Liberia, their family has to take food for them before they can eat. Because the government food that they provide is the government food they provide is inadequate and is not nutritional. Well, people will argue that they are inmates, so but that's what I currently work in a prison in the United States, right? I currently work at a prison in the United States. So the numbers people talking about 1,500 at the Monrovia Central Prison, which are built for 350 people, that number is close to the number that we have at the prison I work about at. Close to about 1,003 to 1,005. Monrovia Central Prison is having 1,600 inmates at the facility that was built for 374 inmates. Then you come to the issue of people being pre-trial detainees who spend years in jail without seeing a courtroom. Years in jail without seeing a courtroom. Lack of legal representation in Liberia. So with these kind of problems that we have, I don't know, as I already said, whether the guy is going to go to prison when he gets to Liberia, whether he's going to be a free man when he gets to Liberia, what's going to be his status when he gets to Liberia, nobody knows yet. And what is Liberia going to get from this arrangement? Nobody knows yet. Or some people know, but the public doesn't know yet. So my own thing here is Liberia is a founding member of the United Nations. Liberia is a founding member, is a member of most of these international human rights organizations and stuff like that. So I think that Liberia has to think hard about this before they accept this gentleman in this country. It is bigger than this one person, you know what I mean? It is bigger than just this gentleman. The issue, Colombia doesn't want to accept the guy, doesn't want to not accept the guy, but they don't want to get entangled in the U.S. legal arguments, So the Trump administration wants to offload this guy for their own reason. So these countries like Panama, where the guy is from, Colombia, which is refusing to take it in, and I read that Ghana and Uganda were supposed to take it in, but I don't know why. I don't know whether they rejected it or what the issue is. And now it's Liberia that is saying that has agreed to take this gentleman. So we are still to see what the agreements are for this gentleman. But if somebody doesn't have any legal ties to the country, if somebody hasn't committed any crime, the guy didn't commit any crime in Liberia. I don't know what the reason which Liberian government want to accept this gentleman there. And I don't know what the kick Liberians is going to get out of this whole thing. Folks, my name is Pico Canway, and today we're talking about politics. We're talking about the information we have heard or we have read on the CBS's website that the Abrego Garcia might be sent to Liberia. And my own thing here is, I just think it's a very bad idea that the Liberian government should accept him. I know people say, America has close relationship. Go to Liberia, and when they say that this country, and let me backtrack a little bit. Liberia was founded for free slaves, right? Free slaves. Liberia was founded by free slaves who felt injustices in this country. This country means the United States. So they went to Liberia and they established Liberia. So Liberia is one of the countries in the world that was not colonized. The great United States of America was colonized by Great Britain. You know what I mean? In many countries, Ghana was colonized by UK, and Ivory Coast colonized by the French, Guinea by the French, Sierra Leone by England. So the point I'm trying to make here is Liberia was not colonized. I'm not saying the country that were colonized, they should accept him, but Liberia was never colonized. And free slaves came from here, they just declared independent because they wanted to be able to decide their own future. Whether they did it right, they did it wrong, that's an argument for another day. But for this issue, I just think that the Liberian government needs to look at the issue very critically if all the issue is truth. Because not everything you read in a newspaper, is truth. But reputable newspaper like the one I'm talking about, CBS, will not just put up a story and give a detailed, account about what happened without having tangible, so have reliable sources as to why they came up with the story to say that Liberia has agreed to accept Garcia in that country. So, call to action. What do I want us to do, folks? When the dust settles on this issue, if this gentleman should go to Liberia under this Trump administration arrangement, the government that is trying to offload this problem to other countries, is going to stain our our international standings. Because I think this issue has gathered international attention to the extent that this gentleman was sent to we'll say Colombia or somewhere, not Colombia, but somewhere else he was sent. An international outcry. The senator one of the senators from Maryland had to travel to that country and fought for this German to come back in the United States. Now in the United States, the Trump administration is trying to do something else. Let me just say this, right? Every country around the world wants people to enter their country legally. And I think those who are immigrants who came from other countries and became U.S. citizens, we want people to enter the country legally. And we know Trump, let's say people are talking about just Trump administration and sending people, let's say deporting people. Biden deported people. Obama deported people. Trump is deporting people. People before them be deporting people because everybody wants people to come in this country illegally. And many people in this country want people to come here legally. Even back in Liberia, everybody wants people who go into this country to go there legally and then be part of the system. But if all this guy is in the country legally and we try to find a way to link it to something else, that all of the information that he was part of the, what is it called, Anagua gang or something whatsoever, and try to get him to other countries, and no country want to accept him because people want him to go through the legal process. If all he found guilty, the Trump administration can do what they want to do. But my thing here is the Liberian government cannot just accept this gentleman because they think by accepting him they're going to get favor from the United States government. Liberia, people say Liberia is one of America's closest allies. If you go to Liberia, you don't even know that this country has any closeness to Liberia, America. Because Liberia is one of the most underdeveloped countries in the world. It is not America's responsibility to build Liberia, though. It is Liberians' responsibility. And I think after the 1980 coup d'etat and then the war that happened, started 1989, we destroy our country. And I don't think that our leaders have, come to the point where they can develop this country to be, something that some people can be proud of. So to conclude, folks, I just think it's a bad idea. I might be wrong. The information might not be true. But whatsoever the case is, I think, accepting somebody that has no ties to Liberia, that has not traveled to Liberia and don't want to Liberia, is just a bad thing. in Trump administration, he said the country that Garcia listed that he didn't want to go to, Liberia was not one of those countries. How many people in the United States right now want to go to Liberia? I mean foreigners, man. I don't mean Liberians because we Liberians will go, but I mean foreigners, like Panamanians will say, "Oh, I want to go to Liberia to live." Not a lot. I'm not saying that, not a lot. So to conclude, I guess saying that we need to stand up against such a thing. The legal process should take its course. I don't think the United States government should send, Abrego Garcia to Liberia, and I don't think Liberia government should accept it. They need to stand up and say, look, man, you guys got to do, take the guy through the legal process, and if you found guilty, you can do what you want to do with him. But, we don't want you guys to offload that problem, that very big problem on our head. We are just a small nation trying to survive. Folks, my name is Pico Kawe. Let me use the time to thank those of you who subscribe to our channel, those of you who continue to watch our videos, those of you who believe in us that we're going to grow this channel. It's just a fact. We're going to grow. It's going to take time, but we're going to grow this channel to be one of the biggest YouTube channel that discuss politics and sports. Folks, tomorrow we'll be talking sports, and we'll talk Manchester United's next game. We'll also talk about Chelsea and Liverpool's next game. And we'll, on a side note, we'll be talking about Vinicius Junior, outburst in Clasico on Sunday when he was taken out of the game. He exhibited certain behavior that many people are trying to speculate as to maybe he's on his way out from Real Madrid. Folks, until next time, my name is Pico Kanwe. I will talk to you. I'll talk to you. Have a good day. See you when I see you. Bye for now.